Hey Geeks, welcome back to the Geeksider Show. My name is Josh.
And I'm Anna.
And it's time for another Doctor Who review. This time we're reviewing Doctor Who Series 10, Episode 12, the finale of Series 10, titled The Doctor Falls.
If you haven't seen this episode yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler.
Okay, I've seen a lot of headlines out there about how people are disappointed in this finale, and oh my gosh, no, it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, I concur. This finale was amazing. I don't get why people are disappointed at all.
And you know, after Peter Capaldi's first series as the Doctor, if you had told me that no, Capaldi will end up being your Doctor, I would think you were insane. Like, I would, no, there's no way. I hate that guy. I can't wait for him to be replaced. And now I'm so bummed that, of course, he's going to regenerate in the Christmas special.
Yeah.
I'm so sad to see him go. He's fantastic. So, getting into the finale. Generally speaking, companions don't die in Doctor Who. Very rarely do they do. And Bill kind of sort of died, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, like, sort of.
It was a death, not death.
Yeah, effectively for everybody on Earth, she died because she's not going back and she's no longer human.
She can go back if she wants to, though.
Yeah, she does have that option, but it doesn't seem like she's going to.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be content as her new form, traveling the world with the girl she loved who got away.
Yeah, and I think that's the perfect ending for Bill as a character. I mean, Bill was only around for one series, and she quickly became one of my favorite companions ever, and I would have been crushed if they just flatly killed her off and then we never get to see her again.
Yeah.
This way, it's open if the Doctor runs into her again. And even when the Doctor is laying on the floor of the TARDIS and she says to him, you know, I'll never believe that you're really dead because someday people are just going to need you too much. And I'm actually getting misty-eyed just recounting that. So I just rewatched the episode and I got a little misty-eyed in that scene. And I'm like, that to me, it's like foreshadowing that Bill and the Doctor are going to run into each other again. And I hope they do.
Yeah, I really like that too. It's even if they never run into each other again, it gives us the option. Mm-hmm. And I like that. I like that it's open and that Bill's not cut off completely and never, ever, ever coming back. We do have the option of seeing her again because Bill is one of my favorite companions.
And one thing I like about Doctor Who is they generally keep doors open. You know, for the next showrunner or whoever to be a little more creative in what they want to do. And killing Bill off, that closes a door.
Yeah.
And the same thing, I mean, if you're going to kill a companion, I think Clara would probably be the companion to kill, which they really didn't do.
Yeah.
It was another, like, death, not death. She's living between heartbeats.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't like, and I kind of get it, but I don't have that big of a problem with Clara.
We never really liked Clara, so, like, what happened to her doesn't really matter all that much. Like, we don't hate her, but she's not one of our favorite companions.
No. But again, it leaves the door open for her to make another appearance in Doctor Who if, the story requires that. And that's great. I mean, leave doors open. I'm all about that. And Doctor Who generally throughout its history has left doors open. Companions who aren't like one episode and done companions generally don't die. There's a few exceptions, but that's pretty much the way it goes. Companions don't die. They leave for some other reason. They get lost somewhere, or the Doctor leaves them behind because he knows it's time for them to leave, or they get sick of his BS shenanigans and they leave on their own, like Martha Jones did. So the people out there who are complaining that Bill didn't really die, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Doctor Who has never been The Walking Dead, and then wanting suddenly, for companions to die off all the time, no.
And I don't get that either. Like we said, especially in New Who, none of the major companions of New Who have died. None of them. Any that have lasted more than 1 or 2 episodes, none of them have died. So why in the world are they disappointed when Bill didn't die? That's kind of par for the course. That's how Doctor Who happens. Long-term companions don't die.
And I guess people want the stakes to be raised in Doctor Who. Maybe if the companions die every once in a while and there's that threat there, maybe it ups the ante a little bit. I just like the stories.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Moving on to the Master and Missy. I think Missy is probably my favorite version of the Master. I haven't seen all of the classic Who Master episodes, so there might be an old version of the Master that I just haven't seen yet that I would like better. But as of right now, Missy is my favorite Master.
I concur, and I love Missy, and I love how the Master story was written in this episode. I love how it's Missy who causes the Master's regeneration into Missy, and how the Master kills her in order to stop himself from ever siding with the Doctor, because to him that is worse than continuing to live.
That's the one thing in this episode that I'm really kind of bummed about, is the Doctor never found out that Missy was going to redeem herself.
Yeah, that is really sad.
And that's a huge bummer, and that's the only thing in this episode. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed by it, that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah, it's really sad that the Doctor didn't get to see that all the work that he's put into Missy paid off. He didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
And so that's really sad that didn't get to see that, but it's really awesome that that's what happened with Missy, and that his work did pay off, and that we got to see that.
I think my favorite moment from this episode, though, was at the very end when 12 meets 1.
Oh my God, yes.
And I said way back when An Adventure in Time and Space, the Doctor Who documentary type film was done, that I was like, oh man, the guy who played William Hartnell would make an amazing first Doctor. I wonder if they'll ever do that. And that was only like a year ago, and they did it, and oh my God, and that makes it, it opens that door for more First Doctor stories.
Yeah,
if they ever decide they want to do that.
Yeah. Like, I'm so excited for that. When we saw that, oh gosh, it's great when they're able to find an actor who reasonably looks like one of the actors who has unfortunately passed, because that opens up the possibility of other Doctors coming in, and it's not just the same Doctors. Although I love New Who, and I love all the new Doctors, it's really cool to get some of the older Doctors in.
And I really hope we see this version of the First Doctor in more than just the Christmas special. Like if he comes back every once in a while just to check up on how he's doing, I think that would be fantastic. And then, you know what? Find a reasonable lookalike for the second Doctor and the third and the fourth and any of them. They have more crossovers.
Crossovers with the original Doctors. Yes.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And real quick, I want to mention Nardole. He's just stuck on the ship protecting the farmers from the Cybermen for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
They just kind of left him there. And the Doctor even said, he's like, well, who do you think is stronger, you or me? Who can do this? And Nardole kind of resigns himself like, yeah, I have to do it. And so that's what Nardole's going to be doing for the rest of his life.
Yeah, which I like, because Nardole's never been a favorite character of ours, so this gets rid of him and we don't have to see him anymore, but it gives him a purpose. He's not just lost or killed off, he has a purpose. His job for the rest of his life is to protect these people, so I'm like, that's kind of cool.
And it's a really great goodbye for that character.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not all bad for Nardole. There is one of those farmers is pretty into him.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll see some little Nardoles in a future episode. Okay, the very last thing I want to mention about this episode is a line of dialogue that we got that I think might be a clue as to who the Doctor might regenerate into. There's a line of dialogue where the Master says to the Doctor, is the future going to be all female? And I'm like, ooh, yeah, to me, that might be a clue that the Doctor regenerates into a female, and, the future going to be all female. Maybe it'll be a female Doctor with a female companion.
Yeah, that would be really, really, really awesome.
And I think that's all we have for this video. If you have anything to add, please let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, you can tell us by dropping a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video on social media.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.